The Raptors suck. The Raptors are not a good team. But it's okay because I have to watch every single game because I have nothing better to do with my life other than there's nothing better for me to do with my life. So I have to watch every single game because my mental health depends on it greatly. The well-being of my own life depends entirely on this team success. And so far, my mental health is pretty bad right now because the Raptors are pretty bad right now. That's not true. The Raptors are not that bad. They are 1-3 right now. Today they just lost to Chicago. 110 to 108, I believe. We are 1-3 in the season. We have not won at home yet. We have only won in the Boston game that was on the road. Yeah, it's pretty rough right now. The Raptors' offense is pretty questionable at the moment so far. There have been spurts where it has been good, but in a half-court offense 5v5, I'm going to refer to the Raptors as we because I don't want to say the Raptors every single time. And I know it sounds weird to say we because I'm not on the Raptors, but I will say it because it is most convenient for me. Now, so we suck in 5v5 half-court offense. Getting a shot, getting a high-quality look, as they say, is pretty rough. Because we don't really have a point guard right now, right? Kyle Lowry's no longer here. The Kyle Lowry effect. You can really tell how different the team is without him. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different things going on. Pascal is not here as well. He will make a big difference to the offense once he is back. But right now, it is a struggle for us in the half-court offense to make a high-quality shot, and that is because Fred VanVleet, he's not a point guard. He is a 5'11" shooting guard, and that's okay. He is my height, yet he plays as if he is 6'7", and I love Fred. He's cool. He's a good guy, but I can't watch him drive to the basket anymore and just miss a layup or like get swatted by somebody else or just I can't do it anymore because he just drives sometimes in these past 4 games, not really in today's game, but in these past 4 games, he's driven to the basket and he has just thrown a shot up and it's not been amazing so far. He hasn't been very good scoring so far. His threes have been looking pretty good. That's good. But in terms of driving and making layups, I don't know. It's just he dribbles sometimes and he falls over a couple times. In this game, he fell over a couple times. Sometimes he just dribbles too much and it's hard to watch sometimes. But he's still good. This season, he's just not been as good in terms of scoring and whatnot. And it sucks, but it's okay. He'll get good. In terms of this game, he had 17 assists. I believe he had like 15 points. Not that good, but it's okay. 17 assists is a very fake stat. Because if you watch that game, it does not feel like he had 17 assists. He also had 7 turnovers, I believe, which is quite a lot as well. But 17 assists, it didn't really feel like he had 17 assists, but he did. So there's that. Yeah, in these first 4 games, the Raptors have been rough. The defense, however, is the only thing keeping us afloat because defensively, we have been pretty good. Having 4, 6, 9 dudes on the floor with Fred VanVleet has been pretty good so far in terms of defense. OG Anunoby, really good defender, one of the best. My most improved player, love him. Scotty Barnes, the rookie, really good defender as well. He can become amazing. Precious Achiuwa, he's pretty good defensively as well. Pascal when he comes back, Can you just imagine if we had a lineup of Fred, OG, Barnes, Pascal, and Precious? But that would be a pretty sick lineup in terms of defense. But yeah, back to the players so far. OG, he was amazing in preseason. Oh my God. It was amazing. He was going off. This is exactly what I wanted. He needed to work on his shot now that Kyle was gone. His shot creating and shot making, and he did well. He did amazing in preseason. He was one of the best players in preseason. The first 2 games, he was not very good in terms of making his shots, but the shots that he was taking were good shots. It just wasn't working out for him. In the past 2 games, he has been better with his shot making and shot taking. He's averaged like 22 points the last 2 games, which is pretty good. He's shooting his threes really well. I like that. Defensively, obviously he's one of the best wing defenders in the league. He should be all defensive team, but I don't know. The Raptors get disrespected by everybody. No, but I don't know. He should be all defensive team at least a couple times in his career because he's amazing. Scotty Barnes is the best player I've ever seen in my life. He is Michael Jordan. He is Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Because his first basket as a Raptor was that hook shot. He got that hook shot. Yeah. He hit that hook shot. But he's really good. He's really good as a rookie already. He seems very confident with everything that he does. Defensively, there have been some mistakes, which is fine. But he has been holding his own. He had to defend Tatum. He had to defend Luka. He did pretty good. Pretty decent defending both of those guys. But he looks very confident in his shot. He's been doing stuff off the dribble, which I love. He's taken the ball up the court, and he's gotten some really good assists. I saw a stat that was like projected assist, which I'm pretty sure is which is how many assists he would have had if all of his passes would have gone through or whatever, or like they would have scored, and he would be like averaging like 5.6 assists right now. Our team is just bad. But no, he's amazing. I really like his playmaking. He's big. He can defend. He needs to work on his shot a little bit. His 3-point shot. I remember one time he took a 3-pointer, and I don't know if he's done this since, but like his legs kind of like were like spread out when he jumped. Like it was like a jumping jack jump, and his legs were like to the side. I don't know if that's normal to his shot, but it was kind of funny. But he's really good. He had one, not cross court. It was kind of a cross court pass to Chris Boucher. And it's just like his ability to have these passes already, and his vision has been pretty good so far. And it's only his 4th game. He had that big game against Boston, 25 points, 13 rebounds, amazing. It was so much fun to watch. He can get to the rim with ease. He's such a strong dude, and I think throughout the season he'll learn that he can just run to the rim and just throw it up and he'll be fine, because he's like big and strong, and like, he can make it past a lot of people and just get to the rim at ease with his length as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to have him on my basketball team for the next 4 to 5 years, hopefully forever. Future Hall of Famer, future MVP, all of that, because his potential is like really there. This game against Chicago, he only shot 8 shot attempts, but he had that really nice spin around into a dunk. That was cool. Very Kawhi-esque, if you will. Masai is just rebuilding this team to the 2019 Raptors. Like, he really is. Like, This guy, Scotty, is the next Kawhi. He's the next Kawhi, Magic Johnson, and Kareem and the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all in one. So it's great to see. I love that he's on my basketball team. I love that he's getting media attention as well. That's really cool. I'm just going to hold it like this for the rest of the video. I talked about OG. Talked about Fred. I talked about Scotty Barnes. Precious Achiuwa. I like him. He's cool. He's I think once him and Fred get a connection, they'll be able to get that 1-5 pick and roll alley-oop figured out, because they have missed that multiple times already this season. So, yeah, I hope they figure that out, the chemistry between them. Yeah, they should figure that out, because that is kind of hard to watch sometimes when they just miss like that. He can hit three, which is cool. I hope he develops his 3-point shot. He has done a few things off the dribble, and it has looked good. I wouldn't mind if he does it more. Like, he gets better at it and does it more. That would be cool, I guess. I don't know. Who else? Trent Jr. Yes. The sexiest man alive himself. Now, Gary Trent last season, he was pretty good, but off the bench, when he was off the bench, he did pretty bad. If my memory serves correctly, which it never does. But he was pretty bad off the bench, but when he was starting, he always did good. So far, he has been starting since the second game, I believe. He has looked pretty good. Really good, actually. Like, his defense was kind of last season, but so far this year, his defense isn't like amazing, but he's been very scrappy, especially in that Boston game. He's been very scrappy. He's been trying to just make it difficult for the person who has the ball. He's just been making it difficult for the guy that he's defending by just getting his hands in the air, and just he's gotten a few steals, I believe. But yeah, he's looked pretty good defensively, which is great to see. That means Nick will keep giving him minutes. The start of this game, he started off with like 7 points. He had some really sweet moves. Yeah, he's really cool and hot and sexy. But no, he's good. He's good. Chris Boucher. Now, Chris Boucher last season, he was pretty good, but I think Masai made a mistake by not trading him last season, because his value was at an all-time high, and ever since he has been pretty bad. This season he has been pretty bad so far. Granted, he had an injury to his middle finger, I believe, on his right hand, and he got surgery for that, and he came back. So he's not like, I mean, he just had this, or like he just came back from it. So, but he's a crazy shot chucker. Like, he just gets the ball sometimes and just shoots some crazy shots that he has no business shooting. Like, his 3-point shot hasn't been very good this season. I feel like he's hit like 2 max, and one of them was in today's game. But before today's game, Nick Nurse, our coach, was asked about him, and he was asked about Chris Boucher's up and downs in the season so far, and Nick said there hasn't been any ups yet, or something like that, which is crazy. He just called him out like that, which is really funny. But he's totally right. Like, the last game against the Mavericks, I remember specifically the only good play he had that whole game is he took a bad shot, but he fell down to the floor, and he fell down in front of Nick, and then Nick told him to get up, and he ran and then blocked a 3-point jump shot on the other side. And that was like the only good thing he did in that game. I hope he gets better just so we can trade him, because I like him, but I feel like a lot of people didn't know that he's like 28 years old, 29 almost, I think, which I feel like a lot of people thought that he was like 23 or 22. If he was, I would keep him, obviously, because I would keep him for sure, because that would be sick. Maybe I'm gonna hold it like this. Goran Dragic, yes, Goran Dragic is an old man, and I want him off of my team, bro. He said that stuff about Toronto about not really wanting to be here. I know that was a couple weeks ago, and he's already been playing, so it's whatever. But he still did say that. He said he doesn't want to be here, which is fair, because I don't want you here either, bro. But he has been kind of He's really shown his age a bit. I don't know. He's kind of just missed a couple shots, and he's kind of been blah. He's made a few shots, but he missed like not a wide open layup today, but like a pretty easy layup that he should have gotten. I'm like, bro, get the dragon off my team. I don't want this dude here. Who is this guy? Whose man is this? He's not my man. Sviv Mikhailuk. Sviv Mikhailuk. I just like him because of his name. During the preseason, whenever he had the ball, he would do a lot of jumping and then throwing a pass. And it worked out during the preseason because it's preseason. But so far, during this season, he has done it a couple times, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty rough to watch. Yeah. Oh, Kem Birch as well. He has been okay. Kem Birch has been very so far. I hope he gets a bit better, because he's Canadian, so that's cool. Oh, Malachi Flynn. I don't know what Malachi Flynn did to Nick Nurse that hurt his feelings so badly, but he has not played him one significant minute in these first 4 games yet, which is kind of rough. I like Flynn. So it's kind of rough to see that Nick kind of hates him now. Obviously, I'm just joking. He doesn't hate him, but I don't know. He's just not getting minutes at all, and it's kind of confusing, especially since if Fred is not on the floor and OG's not on the floor and Scotty's not on the floor, the offense is horrible. I mean, it already kind of is pretty slow, and there's like nobody really taking a shot. Like, there's not a lot of playmaking in terms of I haven't seen very many good plays so far this season. Like, it's been a lot of high screens at the top of the key, or like high screens at the 3-point line, and they just kind of pass it around until somebody does something. And it's kind of rough to watch sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what I hope for. I just hope that something gets better somehow. But our defense is good enough, and that's how we're staying in these games. Oh, right. Delonto Banton. I really like him. Already. And I know he's a 2nd-round pick, but he's due from Toronto. I don't know if his position is a point guard, but he handles kind of like a point guard, and he's big as well. Like, size-wise, I don't know exactly how tall he is. I'm pretty sure he's like 6'6" or something like that. Or maybe a bit taller. But he handles the ball pretty well. I don't know. He just seems like a good option out there, and I'm glad that he's getting minutes because he's pretty good. And I would like to see him progress and get better. Oh, in terms of this Chicago game, okay, there have been multiple fake comebacks this year already by the Raptors. I think in the first game we tried to make a comeback when there was like 3 minutes left in the game, and that's when we started playing hard. It's always funny. Like, a fake comeback is so much fun, and you're like, wow, no way, we're gonna get it. And then the other team scores like 1 bucket, and it's over. Like today, this was the realest fake comeback we had against the Bulls. It got 97-95, and then DeMar DeRozan hit a mid-range fadeaway shot, and it was over. I mean, it wasn't over, obviously, because it came down to 1 shot. But after that, they went on a bit of a run, and we kind of struggled. We got a bit lucky there at the ending with Scotty stealing the ball and getting a dunk, Vucevic missing a free throw, and then Fred went down. He did a nice crossover, and he just missed a shot, and it's okay. he got us back into this game. Fred did. So I'm not too mad at him for this game specifically. But it's been kind of rough so far for the Raptors. 1-3 to start the season is not exactly how I wanted the season to start, obviously. But next game is against the Pacers. I have a feeling we might lose that game as well, just because the Pacers have been playing pretty well, but they've still been losing. So I think they'll finally win against us because they've been playing well and just losing. I don't know if they won a game yet. Okay, quick rundown of each game so far. The first game, horrible. Like, I tried to say horrible and horrific at the same time. That's how bad it was. It's like the worst game ever just to watch. It was so painful. I don't even want to talk about it against the Wizards. We had Kyle Kuzma looking good against us, bro. It's Kyle Kuzma. Insert a picture of Kyle Kuzma. See? Look at this guy. He was doing good against us. I'm sorry, Kyle, but... No, I'm not sorry. Anyways, the game against Boston, that was a good game. Scotty's big game. Offensive rebounds is how we won. And we shut down Tatum and Brown in that game. Then against the Mavericks, I don't know. It was pretty good. We weren't locking up Luka, but we were defending him pretty well. And then we just kind of lost the game. I don't know. I don't remember that game, to be honest. It's been a couple days. The Chicago game today, the third quarter, we kind of let it slip away. I watched the highlights because I missed the first 5 minutes because I was taking a shower. But yeah, we kind of just lost the game. The Bulls look really good, bro. The Bulls look really good. Lonzo Ball's 3-point shot is so scary, man. He hits that. He hits that often. He is so good at it now. It's crazy. But yeah, rough start to the season. In terms of what I think the season, like in terms of wins and stuff for the season, I don't know. Before the season started, I would have said like 35, just because I don't know what we're getting into in terms of the players and Scotty and when Pascal is coming back and how good he'll be. I really hope he has a good bounce back year because the past year and a bit has been rough for him. I really want him to do well again. But right now I have a feeling that we might be, I don't know, I'm going to guess like the 9th seed. Because I don't see us doing that good. I feel like there's going to be a lot of games this season where it's close and then we lose. Like last season. I don't think it'll get as bad as losing 14 games in March, which is, I believe, how many we lost in March. But it will be a pretty rough season. Not super rough, but I just don't think I don't think we'll be a playoff team. I'm trying to be realistic. I don't want to be too much of a fan, but I don't know. It's not, you know. You get what I'm saying? Let's put on the Tankathon right now. Boom, Tankathon. Whatever pick that is, that's what we're going to get. I don't know. I don't want to rebuild. I mean, I don't want to be a lottery team for the next 5 years, which I don't think we will be. Oh, yeah, LaMelo Ball is like amazing. Ja Morant is amazing. Yeah. And the Lakers suck, which is funny. And Portland sucks. My hot take is that Portland is going to blow it up next year. Either this year or next year. I don't see them staying together for a while cuz that team sucks. No, they don't suck, but I don't think so. Damn, you got to get traded, bro. I don't see it. It doesn't you know? It's not going to work out eventually. They're going to have to blow it up. Ben Simmons? Yeah, Ben Simmons.